Some children are rejected before they ever learn how to speak. Not because they failed, not because they were difficult, but because they arrived as the wrong answer to a question that should never have been asked. And when rejection happens that early, it doesn't stay in childhood. It becomes a quiet presence in adulthood. You may not remember it, but your body does. And in this video, you're going to understand why. Some people grew up learning that love had a shape that could change, a shape that could be taken away. So they learned to be easy, to not ask for much, to not take up too much space. They learned how to read a room before they learned how to rest. Even later in life, when things finally go well, the body never fully settles. There's success, but no softness. There's survival, but a quiet guilt for simply being here. You might not call this rejection, but your nervous system remembers. And that memory was enough to shape everything. There are people who were not welcomed into the world. They were handed away. Someone else became their safety. Someone else cut the cord, emotionally, not just physically. A grandmother, an aunt, a quiet protector who stepped in when a parent could not. That love saved their life, but it did not erase the wound. Because the first question the nervous system ever asked was, "Am I wanted?" And for many, the answer was unclear. When rejection happens before language, the brain doesn't form a memory. It forms a belief. I must earn my place. I should not take up too much space. If I become valuable, I will be safe. This is why early rejection doesn't look like sadness. It looks like overfunctioning, like perfectionism, like people-pleasing, like quiet exhaustion. And none of this means something is wrong with you. It means you adapted. Many people who were rejected early carry a question they rarely say out loud. If I had been different, would things have been better? Different gender, different temperament, different existence. And sometimes that question becomes heavier. Did I cost someone something? Grief is not logical, and the mind looks for reasons when there are none. This is why success doesn't always heal. You achieve things you were never expected to reach. You sit in rooms you were never supposed to enter. And instead of relief, you feel pressure. Because somewhere inside, you are still trying to justify your survival. But listen carefully. You were never meant to earn your right to exist. You were meant to belong. Here is the truth most people miss. Rejection was never proof that you were unworthy. It was proof that someone else was unprepared. A parent's unmet desire is not a child's failure. Say this slowly, even silently. I was not wrong for arriving as myself. Let your body hear it. Healing early rejection is not dramatic. It is gentle. And it happens in 3 quiet shifts. You were rejected for what you symbolized, not who you are. Expectation is about them. Identity is about you. Number 1, separate identity from expectation. You were rejected for what you symbolized, not who you are. Expectation is about them. Identity is about you. You don't need to become anything else to deserve love. Number 2, mourn what never happened. Not the parent, not the past, but the safety that should have been there. Grief is not weakness. It is the nervous system finally exhaling. Number 3, choose self-belonging. At some point, healing asks, can I be the one who stays? Self-belonging means not abandoning yourself when you're tired, not shaming yourself for needing rest, not proving your worth through pain. This is where repair begins. Some people were not wanted, but they became steady. They became aware. They became kind. Not because of rejection, but because they refused to pass it on. They learned to stay. And that is not loud success. That is deep strength. If this video feels heavy, don't rush past it. Heaviness is not danger. It is recognition. You are not broken. You were shaped by something that never should have happened. And still, you are here. And that matters more than you were ever told. If this spoke to you, you are not alone. You don't need to explain anything. Just let your presence be enough. And remember, you were not a mistake. You were early. And you survived. Like, share, and subscribe to Moyo Mind as we walk this journey of healing together.